I hope this battery's charged. Welcome if you've just joined. It is Wednesday today and we're doing Campherskloof. The starting point is basically on the highest point of the pass, and then you head into the mountain. This is a beautiful trail which includes pine trees, rocks, rock formations, Fynbos, all kinds of things, all in one mum. It even includes a hut that was built by Cape Nature, and a pity that nobody uses that hut. So yeah, thanks for keep an eye out for another clip or two as we go along. Say hi to Lani.
Hi.
And let's check what it looks like a little bit just now when we get to some of the rock formations. There's the path heading down now. Here goes some farming terrain on that side, and Fynbos that you only get here along the south coast of South Africa, nowhere else. You can probably hear me panting a bit, hear us panting. Just done fairly steep incline, and one thing about this trail, as with many other trails here in Outeniqua, is that there's no shade. There's a big difference between our trails here in this mountain with Fynbos. It's different than other mountains that are primarily forest, pine forest, indigenous forest, etc, etc. Advantages and disadvantages of both. Shade when you have trees, but you don't always have the view looking out so far almost permanently. Yeah, you're constantly looking over sections of good view, but you're in the sun the whole time. Yeah, we've gained a lot of elevation, and what you're going to see is this. Look at this. Is this actually Fynbos, or what is that? I don't know what it is, but you're about to see the world opening up towards the interior side now, as we see more and more farmland. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. And as we head round, we're going to turn towards the right hand side here, where some of the most spectacular parts start. But yeah, things start opening. Now we're level and gaining distance. Most of the hard work's been done in terms of climbing up, and we are going to go there, towards that side there, between those two peaks there. How do you feel, Lani?
I'm good.
You're doing it good? You're doing well?
I'm very good. I just need to take a pic.
Take a pic. I also want to take a pic of that there, because now the pine trees are going to start. We're going to be walking amongst a handful of pine trees. This will be an awesome pic of somebody taking a pic. You can take a pic of me taking a pic of you taking a pic,
Okay.
if you want to, and looking down on town there. Thanks.
Just want to get this in my picture.
Now, just now we're going to have some nice rock formations, so stay tuned. I should actually have started this clip a bit earlier. I might record a little bit more of it on the way back, because where we are now, we are surrounded by a very unique part of this mountain. I don't know about any other section. We've got Fynbos in between pine trees. I'm more used to pine trees with invasive stuff next to them, in between them, amongst them. This is pretty unique. This is all indigenous Fynbos in between these pine trees, of which many have died due to the fire, but some have not. So this is what I really like about this particular trail. And I mean, it's just photo session after photo session, still looking down onto the farmland on that side. And not too long from now that we'll be on the saddle and going down on the opposite side if we wish. And of course, you've got options. You can either go down or you can stay on the saddle and chill out for as long as you please and come back. Depends on how much exercise you want to have. I should have recorded a little bit earlier when we had more rocks. There will be some more rocks coming up just now, and I'll record that. It's beautiful, eh?
Very beautiful.
I like it, Lonnie, and nice having Lonnie with us today, with me today. It's only the two of us, and why not? It's can do with a bit of company and encouragement, especially on these uphills. We've got this last bit of uphill, and then we'll be at the saddle. This is a very good example of how nice Australia is, where you suddenly another section opens up and you've got beautiful rock formations again. Today I am trying to hold this camera as still as possible, even if it does have stabilizing, and up and down we have to go, and yeah, through this here, and then steep up. Let me show you. I've noticed on video, the only way you can sometimes get a feeling of how you have to climb is to actually record the feet. A humbling journey. Just standing where you can see a lot of the farming terrain now. And that is going to disappear as we head over there. We're going to go over that little piece of saddle and meet up, see another entirely different section. So let's go and do it. We are now virtually on the highest point of this trail, reaching this saddle, which is an obvious picnic spot. We've got this sign. And just look at those rocks. Huh? Lonely, say, beautiful rock formations and pine trees, Fynbos, and watch the other side of the mountain open up here now. Watch this. Totally different growth within meters. And we suddenly have yellow flowers, yellow Fynbos galore. Suddenly we have yellow. Looking up again to that rock formation. I want to go and do bouldering, they call it. Bouldering. Climbing up rocks like that. I think that must be freaking awesome. We are going down to a hut which is stuck there on the other side. You may or may not see it on the GoPro. This is an obvious picnic spot. Amazing how things change the moment you get to the other side of the mountain. Just look at the top. You may or may not see it on the GoPro, but that side you've got pine trees. Interior side, yellow flowers. Same here, yellow flowers, pine trees. Now we've got that to go, unless we want to park and have a smoke break, yeah? Which I think we might do. What do you think, Lana? I'm just for a short smoke break. And there's the Swartberg. We've started descending on the interior side of the mountain, where you've got an entirely different rock formation to look at when coming back upwards again. But now we're heading down and towards the hut. It's, let's just say, fairly steep, not very steep, down towards a little river which never flows unless there's really been hard rain, and the trail just follows that little river all the way until we get to the hut. And anybody who's actually seen the previous Campherskloof video I made will know what the hut looks like. It's a pretty decent hut built with rocks, and never ever gets used. Beautiful. Yellow flowers on the right here with rocks on the left. We are now basically at the lower point of the interior side, going sort of parallel with this stream that's on the right hand side here. It's probably about 30 or 40 meters from us, but the trail just goes parallel with it, and from far off you would think that the mountain is just green. No can do if you're walking in it and you've got a hands-on experience of the actual colors in it. Check here, I'm going to carry on recording for a while here, so you can see how we suddenly have a cluster of yellow flowers again, mixed with some great purple ones. I hope I'm holding it at the right angle here, because it's fairly high. Yellow mixed with purple. That's nice. Here's another one of these purple ones. Stunning. We are very close to the hut. We've got a farm worker of some kind here, or somebody. We'll make inquiries and ask him what his duties are here. That I'm not used to seeing. So, but this is our place, our destination. Let's greet him here. Hier bosse. Hoe gaan het, meneer? Kan nie klaar nie. Jammer dat Kaaimans hierdie plek moes toemaak.
Die hut?
Ja,
Ja.
Kaaimans het hom ons toegemaak. Ek hoor een van hierdie tanks was gesteel blykbaar eendag.
Ja, lyk my hier steel hulle al die bobbejane en die breekies steel die mense. Hallo.
Ek wonder of julle vir ons eendag 'n guns kan doen. Ek het met die ou van Kaaimans gepraat. Ons gaan nou weer omdraai en stap ons al die pad terug. En you just stop here. Okay, I stopped recording earlier because I walked into a very decent, very interesting guy who's responsible for cutting. He actually works for bosbou, so he's cutting down trees, invasive pine trees here all along here. So he's got an interesting job, and it's the most secluded area to work at. It looks like a very interesting job. Guess who's sitting at the hut here? We've got Lani. Thanks for the breakfast that you gave me just now, or lunch, or whatever it is. Look at this hut here, all built with rocks. And I know that this recording causes a problem when you've got sun and shade, so I'm just going to make it only shade here. Roof looks new. These burglar bars look exactly the same as the burglar bars on the Tierkop hut. This is just an awesome placement. Look at the stoep that you've got here. It looks out onto that. You sit on this stoep and you've got that stunning view. Nobody that bothers you here. And you come to the back here. Here's also a nice seat, place to sit here. You come to the back and come to a section that was built on by a guy by the name of Jan McCampes. Basically, he especially made the effort of building it so that it fits in with the format of the building, of the actual hut. Beautiful. Very good condition still. Sad, man. Sad that they've been ordered to close it and can't use it anymore. The main boss of Cape Nature said, right, no, close, out of use. But I spoke to that guy and he said that they can make an exception maybe, which I think is worth it. I mean, even if I possibly give him the money to try and make a plan, give some funds at least, obviously pay something, it would be worth it, man. Carry on with our breakfast, yeah. We've left the hut and heading back. This year, the mountain on this side is full of them. Full of these purple flowers. It's more than just spectacular. It's obviously ideal climate for them. Just look at it, it's all purple. Here and there you get a light purple with a rocky, dry terrain in the background there. Yeah, we're heading back. So our hard work's going to come down now when we need to get back up to that saddle again. Once in the saddle, we are back to our other stunning terrain, where we're not going to see as much of these flowers, but we can have rocks and pine trees again. Taking a breather because it's the middle of the day, so it is hot. Since I've pulled these top teeth out, I can't open this water anymore, and I still can't get used to it. Can't get used to the fact that I can't pull this open. My false teeth are coming next year. Taking a rest here. But we've gained some height. The thing is, it's the middle of the day, no clouds today, so it is fairly hot. We've had hotter days than this before. That lens, I hope, is clean. So yeah, drink some water. Still got a way to go, and then, well, not very far actually, and then we'll be at the top. And we're up at the saddle again. Walked quite a far way and fairly steep since the last recording, and instead of opening up to the interior, we're opening up to this part again, where we had our pine trees this morning, and we're going to be walking through them again. Right now I'm going to take a rest, and we're going to take a rest, drink some water, drink my medication, and look at those rocks. So stay tuned. Why not? Klim ons deur hier. This here is one of the most beautiful, mesmerizing parts. This is what I really like about this trail. You've got farmland down on that side. Here you've got rocks. Okay, we've got a bit of a steep climb here, but I'm going to record. In fact, I should record my feet again so you can see about the climbing here. And I'll pick it up now again. Where you've got trees, pine trees, Fynbos, mixed with Fynbos, local Fynbos, mixed with rocks, and some shade on the odd occasion, which is very precious on a day like today. We've just come from there, next to these rocks here. Thanks for joining us and bringing me Lonnie. I appreciate it. And yeah, we go this way over these rocks, then gonna go down and get to another rock formation, more rocks, but you will not find another path in the mountain that has an awesome mixture of trees like these, not too many, not too few, mixed with Fynbos and other greener pastures and rocks. Certainly one of my favorites.